Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to Executive Corner, Expert Talks by 𝐶𝐞 TV. This is 𝐶𝐨𝐧𝐿, your host, and today's guest is Mr. Gabor Kukucska, founder of Inspireflix. In today's show, we're going to learn a little bit more about the cultural realm. Think about the advertising campaigns that you can remember. They're probably the ones that connected with you on an emotional as well as an intelligent level. Today's guest is going to shed some light on his innovative online library of free-to-view human interest short stories which inspire the world to collaborate for the long-term prosperity of humanity. So in today's show we have Mr. Gabor Kukucska, founder of Inspireflix. Welcome, Gabor.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you, and I hope I'm getting your name right. Please correct me. Am I saying that right, Gabor?
Well, Gabor is correct. Kukucska is a bit hard, but Kukucska. Yeah.
Thank you so much. With your experience as a filmmaker and a driven entrepreneur, we're keen to share your insights on the show today. First things first, we are in awe of the concept of your brand, which is so unique. Inspireflix is the world's first public broadcaster of human interest documentary films created by local to story filmmakers to benefit humanity. Please share your inspiration behind launching this brand.
Yeah, I guess it's my love of humanity that started me on that journey. But in general, in terms of filmmaking, that's been a childhood dream, and I guess Inspireflix itself is my hope to help unify us a little bit more through these stories.
Yes, and why not? Sounds like a brilliant plan. But one question, is any story too dull, Gabor? How can ordinary people submit their stories at Inspireflix?
Yeah, it's very simple. Basically, we have always ongoing campaigns, which basically invite people to submit under various categories. We always have a general global campaign where pretty much anyone can submit, and it's as easy as following the steps, registering. We always ask new submitters to watch some of our films just so that they know what to expect, and then just gotta write up a short synopsis to sort of summarize what your story would be about, which is always a personal story, obviously, and then submitting it. And once it's approved, we check it so that it's not, something obscene, and then it appears on the website straight away, and we'll coach you along the way to get everybody sort of excited and involved, and then our audience votes on. By commenting on all these stories, and every month we basically select the next one that we film.
That's fantastic, especially in these times when things can get quite tough and it makes you question yourself and question what you're achieving things for and why you're here, the purpose of existence. The heartfelt stories sing to people louder during these times, especially stories about animals and children being nursed to health again after being burnt in bushfires, for example, or just being hungry and cold and being warm and nourished again after being looked after just a little bit. Are there any upcoming stories on Inspireflix that you are excited about?
Well, there are actually. There's one story coming up called Cosmo Citizen, which features a lady who lived at the time of the recording, lived in Budapest, Hungary. Now she moved to Canada, and she is a human rights activist. She was stationed there because of originally because of the Syrian refugee crisis. And the beauty in the story is that the first half of the film, which was shot in Hungary, was actually filmed by a Syrian refugee, and now we're shooting the missing little bits and pieces in Canada. So that's coming up hopefully in the next say 2 months, it will be released, and will be a very interesting, insightful film.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the strength of the human spirit in the true sense of the word shining through there. And the COVID-19 pandemic has had a paradigm shift in almost every aspect of our lives. And I truly believe that films and stories have kept people's spirits high through these tough times. In your opinion, and in the current film scenario, what kind of films are more preferred by your audiences?
Well, I guess in our case, we definitely seen a little bit of an increase. Obviously, the platform being free of charge to view the films helps, because everybody is cutting costs these days, and all our films have a positive tone. So even with stories that might be showcasing people going through very challenging situations, we focus on what they can sort of share with the rest of the world, or what others can learn from or be inspired by. And because these are stories of everyday, people, not famous people, not, somebody who is fully, accomplished. These are can be very close to people. So I think it's definitely a good kind of a cure, and when you're getting a bit depressed in a lockdown.
Yes, without all the noise and the veneers of advertising, you get to actually see the true story, the people behind the story. Absolutely right. You are a creative visionary in the true sense, Gabor, as you are finding ways to inspire others to achieve their creative goals. What benefits can filmmakers reap from your platform?
Yeah, so we are actually working on Inspireflix 2.0, which will have blockchain as the backbone of the software. That the main reason we are doing this is to create a transparent distributed ledger to keep track of who did what on which film, and then as our films get donations, or some of them get licensed by other TV channels or networks, maybe like 𝐶𝐞 TV, then we distribute these funds back to the actual creators, and that we believe is the future of the creative community, cutting out all the middlemen, and so that they can see transparently, and it also helps with copyright, obviously, so that in the digital world, that's another very important aspect.
Well, Inspireflix is a very apt name for your platform. I'm getting inspired just talking about it. And thanks for making time to come onto 𝐾ALKINE TV's Expert Talks today, Gabor, and best of luck with your near-term goals with developing Inspireflix further. And viewers, if you've just joined us, we just had a very inspiring discussion with Mr. Gabor Kukucska, the online not-for-profit platform that he runs, of human interest stories to inspire the global collaboration to foster the generous spirit of humanity. And if you just joined us, you can catch the full discussion via YouTube at 𝐾ALKINE Media later today. And please stay watching 𝐾ALKINE TV as we bring you more expert talks and live market updates. And as we say, stay apprised and invest wise with 𝐾ALKINE.